Hello to all my colleagues. As some of you already know, we are in the process of launching the GMAC brand throughout Europe. Due to the significance of this change, we thought everyone should be aware from the start why we are doing this and to ask each of you to fully support this strategic initiative.
You may be wondering why we would want to give up the private label brands we've established in Europe, such as Opel Bank or Vauxhall Finance. First of all, a single brand identity will help us to capitalize on the opportunities presented by revisions to block exemption, which will allow dealers to sell vehicles from more than one manufacturer in a single location. GM, for instance, is moving towards selling its Opel, Saab, and Daewoo vehicle brands under one roof. Rather than presenting ourselves as Opel Finance, Saab Finance, and Daewoo Finance, we will present ourselves as GMAC. This is clear for the customer and creates synergies for us. What's more, GMAC has a much broader footprint in Europe than 5 years ago, due both to the growth of our auto financing operations and the introduction and growth of subsidiary companies such as GMAC Mortgage, GMAC Insurance, and GMAC Commercial Finance. With a more consistent identity, GMAC can fully leverage the value of this expanded presence. And as our customer base in Europe continues to grow, with a single marketplace identity, we will be in a position to take full advantage of opportunities to cross-sell products across all of GMAC's operations. To draw consumers' attention to the unified GMAC brand and products in the retail environment, we are developing a comprehensive advertising and PR campaign, which will debut in October. In addition, we will be sending mailings to existing customers, explaining the name change, and introducing new point-of-sale materials. Many of you know that since May 2003, we have been sponsoring a successful Opel entry in the DTM car races under the GMAC and GMAC Bank brand. As with every initiative, you, our employees, are critical to the success of this brand launch in Europe. We're relying on the leaders in each country to ensure effective, efficient change by the end of this year. And we've created comprehensive guidelines to support your efforts.
The island is a wonderful retreat. It's one of the most beautiful spots in the world. I'm obviously a very lucky man to be able to get to such a spot once a year. It really is a fantasy come true. It's a place I can spend time with my friends and family and shut myself completely off from the outside world.
Oh, fuck off.
I haven't yet been brave enough to have no phone on it whatsoever, but one of these days I think I'll pull out the plug and make sure that nobody gets through to me.
I think people probably get the wrong impression about Richard watching the news and seeing him running around the world and buying up this and doing that. I think a lot of people probably think he is a very free and easy playboy sort of character, but in fact he's a very, very shy man.